Hey guys, it's HMD here, and today I am reacting to the Manchester United Arsenal game that finished a little while ago. I've recorded a very passionate video of my feelings about the game. Unfortunately, it was so quiet that I genuinely you couldn't hear what I was saying. But basically, I'm going to do it again. It might be a little bit less passionate because I've had a bit more time to think, which in some ways is probably better. It's more honest opinion basically. So anyway, into my reaction to the game. Wow, just wow. You can't look at that game. You can't have watched that match and not have thought to yourself, wow, just incredible. The fact that we were up against Arsenal at the Emirates, a team in fantastic form, but once again, I feel sorry for the Arsenal fans, to an extent, not really, but it's just got to be incredibly frustrating as an Arsenal fan. Once again, it happens every single year. They're getting great form, they're beating the teams they should be beating comfortably, playing a really exciting brand of football, and they come up against that big team, that big match they really need to go out and win. And what happened today as what is being what's happened in many years before, many big games before, and it's happened this season. In fact, they lost to Man City only a few weeks ago now. That was the last game they lost, but since then they've won every single game. They beat Huddersfield midweek 5-0. But today was a crazy game. You can give them some leeway in terms of that match was the best match of the season, one of the best matches, well, one of the great Man United Arsenal games in my opinion. It had everything other than a penalty, and there even should have been a couple of those. I mean, particularly that one. I mean, I don't think that the commentators really touched on it enough. They showed replay and it looked horrific, the tackle. I think from Smalling, or it might have been Rojo, but anyway, it was a clear, blatant penalty, but United got away with it. But then, obviously, Pogba getting sent off, that's a big blow going into the City game. But I would like to say how impressed I am with Man United. Everyone has been slating Jose Mourinho for defending in the big games. Yet we are the second top goal scorers in the Premier League. We came out against Arsenal at the Emirates and we put in an exquisite, an intelligent, a fascinating 3-1 victory, an attack of display to really excite the Man United fans. And from a neutral perspective, that was arguably one of the best games of the last 5 to 10 years. I mean, it was sensational for a big game. I mean, maybe not from any game, but for two big teams going head to head, two title challengers going head to head, and pulling out an absolute classic like that in terms of just the excitement of the game, not just because it was fiery or feisty or intense, but it was all those things. It was all those things, but it was also absolutely enthralling. What a match! What an attack display for Manchester United. Arsenal, in fairness to them, players like Ozil was fantastic. Sanchez, magician. Lacazette, considering the fact that he was meant to be injured, he looked very sharp. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as things, he's unbelievable. As for Man United, David De Gea, absolutely insane. I mean, that one double save, I don't know how. That first save where he got the right arm to it and like the strength to stop that from going in was just incredible. And then the split second reaction to like make an incredible tackle really for the second save was arguably even more impressive. It was sensational goalkeeping, and he had to make so many saves because Arsenal were just bombarding United with like 75% possession. They would create that 20 minutes in the first half was just bonkers. It was one of the most insane 20 minutes of football I've ever seen in my life. And then the start of the second half was exactly the same. And then Arsenal got that goal and they had all the momentum. David De Gea makes that save. United go up the other end. They counter and Lingard taps in, but it was all part of the Arsenal defensively questionable from that goal and all three of United's goals. They had limited chances, United, and that's credit to Arsenal how they dominated the game. But they were their own worst enemies, really. United were exciting, like I said, going forward. They, Lingard, Pogba, Martial, even Lukaku's link-up play, although I am so frustrated with his first touch and lack of goals, really. But yeah, for Arsenal, Mustafi, Koscielny, they can really be disappointed or ashamed of their performance, really, because at the end of the day, they had a great chance of going and winning that game, going by their form and their confidence and their attacking players, but they, Koscielny, Mustafi, the mistakes they made really, really let their team down on what otherwise could have been a much, much closer game, and it already was very, very tight. But, it happened and United were ruthless. For once, they were actually ruthless. They hardly had a chance missed. They had limited chances as it was, but they had 4, 5, 6 good chances and they scored 3 of them. Arsenal, and they must have had 20, 30, God knows how many. How many missed chances, how many saves from David De Gea. And they only scored 1. And that was a very good goal. Although Ramsey's assist was maybe a little bit lucky, but still. As a Man United fan, I am very, very happy with the result. Getting there. It's just one of those days where you just want to say, fair play, get in there, because it can be very frustrating being a Man United fan these days. Since the end of the Ferguson era, and therefore we've just seen, boring football. A lot of boring football. And it's been, I wouldn't say it's been more the same this season, although it has been frustrating against the big clubs. The same brand of boring football has been displayed quite a few times already, but we are scoring goals. We've scored 7 goals in the last 2 games, which, it shows that we're capable. We're starting to feel more like a Man United side, which is good. Still a long way to go, still got a lot of progress, but things are looking up. But the Pogba red card, if we had Pogba 30 against Man City, I genuinely believe we could have taken that game to them, we could have beaten them. They've got West Ham, they'll almost certainly win that this weekend, so United have to go there and beat them. At Old Trafford, I think it's at Old Trafford. They have to, because that is just stupid, that's just completely delusional. The Premier League is so unpredictable, anything can happen. United had, a few years back, they had a 12-point lead with not that many games to go. Obviously, there was a season where Aguero, where Man City won the league on the dying second embers of the Premier League season in the most dramatic of ways. But yeah, that finished a comeback from 12 points. There's only 8 points in it at the moment, if Man City win tomorrow. So anything can still happen. Obviously, Man City looking incredible this season. The fact that they've won every game but one, and that was a draw, is just mind-blowing. But United have got to go out there and beat them. So it should be a really exciting game once again. Hopefully, we should be another cracker. I'm still not going to be too optimistic about it, because you just never know with Mourinho. You never know what he's going to do. He'll know how good Man City have been this season, but we can't just sit back against them, because they can rip any team apart. We've got to go out there and get some goals. So I'm very excited for that. Good win today. Good 3 points. We should be looking to comfortably get through in the Champions League. And yeah. Unlucky Arsenal. You came out short today, and we're 7 points ahead of you in the league. And yeah, you've got to go and get some momentum. You've got to prove to your fans that you can win some of these big games, and that's really the thing for you. Because otherwise, you ain't keeping Sanchez and Ozil. I can tell you that much. You need to keep them, because those two of when they're in the form that they're in at the moment, are the core of your team. They're really what, you know, the fans get excited about. So keep those two. But the only way you could do that is top four, a Europa League win, maybe win the Europa League, top four, another FA Cup. I mean, that would be a really strong season for Arsenal. There's no way they win the league this year. So yeah. Anyway, I've talked far too long. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you want to see more of these reactions. And